You hear the word thrown around a lot in the wrestling community, but you might be wondering, what the heck is kayfabe? I'm Carlo, and he's the horror of professional wrestling, El Mimico. Let's talk about that. There's a lot of insider terms that get thrown around, so allow me to shed light on at least one of them in this video. But before we get to that, if you enjoy this video, enjoy my content, why not go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel for more professional wrestling shenanigans. Go ahead and share this video with a friend even. Helps the channel out a lot. Now, kayfabe is a term from the Carney days referring to the illusion of reality. It's what puts butts in seats, gets people paid. People need a compelling reason to want to sit down and watch a match, and unfortunately, the names alone don't carry the weight that they need to sometimes. For instance, let's take this example. If we have Johnny Jorgensen versus Tim Timonius in a singles competition, Johnny is the hometown hero, and that's the extent of the marketing. You wouldn't really jump to the ticket booth with just that information alone, would you? Now, let's take Tim Timonius and change his gimmick or his act, his character. Let's swap out his outfit and give him a mask. We'll start promoting him as Tim Terra. He's a demon set loose in the town and is here to collect the souls of the townsfolk. Now he's coming for the hometown hero, Johnny Jorgensen. A little more interesting now, right? But how do we keep that illusion? How do we sell Tim Terra as a real demon? Well, let's be honest. In the modern day and age, there aren't a whole lot of people left that still believe that wrestling is real. The curtain's been pulled back on several occasions, and to show us a big chunk of the industry's insider secrets and tricks. However, there's still a few ways that professional wrestling keeps the kayfabe alive. Some of the wrestlers choose to never break character, even going to the extent of keeping the facade up during fan interactions, and even avoiding fans altogether sometimes. There are a few great examples of this. The first one that comes to mind is The Undertaker, who kept this up for the course of his 30-plus year career, never broke the character as the Dead Man. Granted, this way was easier during the days where social media wasn't around because you didn't have to worry about your social media obligations. The ever-looming presence of the online overlords makes it much more difficult to keep up this character. Which brings me to my next example. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF, is a master of keeping his character alive, and his drawing power shows it. Even with social media, he never breaks his brash persona, and the fans eat it up. We all know it's an act, but his dedication to it is admirable, and we love him for it. Let's go back to the match example. We'll have Tim Terror unavailable for fan interactions, but he'll assault our hometown hero, Johnny Jorgensen, at a fan signing. In front of all his fans, he'll put Johnny Jorgensen through a table and walk away into the shadows. The bad guy or heel illusion is kept, and we have the fans a little more invested now. Now, another way that pro wrestling keeps the kayfabe alive is the angles and the feuds to keep the storylines believable. Not every single one of the superstars dislike or even hate each other, but some of them actually have real beef with one another. The key here is to keep the fans guessing so that they remain more invested. For example, Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay. For years, we thought that they had a genuine dislike for each other, even outside the ring, and yet here we are, in 2025. They're tag teaming together and coming to each other's aid against the Don Callis family. At this point, I really don't know what to think, and that's the beauty of kayfabe in this situation. It keeps us invested, always looking for something to pinpoint what's actually real. Now, let's get back to our match one more time. Tim Terror and Johnny Jorgensen are actually best friends in real life and have traveled up and down the roads together, often do the same shows together. Johnny was Tim's best man at his wedding, but this is their first match against one another, and they have to make a lasting impact. So they try their best to hide their friendship from the public, keeping all their personal references behind a curtain and even going to the extent of being a little more brutal to portray true discontent as Johnny is searching for Tim Terror with a barbed wire baseball bat. Suddenly, this match is drawing heat or attention, and people want to see this match. Hopefully, this goofy little example helped explain the concept of kayfabe just a little better for those that may not have known. And I hope you had a little fun with it. I know I sure as hell did. Tell me what some of your favorite examples of kayfabe are in the comments below. This has been the horror of professional wrestling, El Mimico. Keep strong and wrestle on.